saw all of the oppression taking place under the sun. Power was on the side of the oppressor. I saw tears in the eyes of the oppressed, and they had no comforter. The mist of yesterday's calamity danced with the smog of today's desolation, while depression and despair cried out to the heavens. Unleavened souls roamed through the rubbish of remorse in search of remnants of hope. Boats set shipwreck at the shore, and people tried to explore further than the sea would allow them to see, but the chains, the ones that bound them so magnificently, kept them stationary and secluded from life. But despite its vice, they lifted their voices with their vivid vitality in no certain form, and from it was born a rose. Sharon was her government name. But a couple of lefts instead of rights and a couple of stops instead of goes got Shay Shay staring out the window wondering, how did I become me and when did we become us? No cheering the deadly addictions now. No Mary Jane, cocaine, crack, or illegal prescriptions. More like the princess who hasn't plucked out the pea, because every night she lays her head on her mattress and she realizes something's missing. Maybe it's him. The one with the form of Greek godliness. Chico DeBarge hair. John Legend complexion, 6'2", dream come true, cross tatted on his back, good job, work hard, not emotionally scarred, and a six-pack. Girl, he all of that and a bag of chips. The kind with the scoop, because he sure enough knocked her off her feet. But the fact remains that the tat on his back isn't the same as the nails in his heart. How can he love her without having a love affair with him? Handsomeness will never supersede holiness. He's got a harness on her, and she's got a soul hemorrhage because she can't stop bleeding pain. Another woman with an issue of blood.
Wow.
No need for any drug, because the only cure according to Luke 14:26 is hate, because she's addicted to love. There is something terribly terrible and drastically drastic with this picture. So much so that Michelangelo, Van Gogh, and Picasso couldn't paint it right with the colors of the rainbow and fine-tip brushes of bristle. It's belittled our boldness and crept in the crevices of our spirit and flesh, awaiting and attempting to overtake us one by one. I looked and I saw all of the oppression taking place under the sun, and I saw the tears of the oppressed, and they had no comforter. No comfort was found in her, because she groans as if giving birth, awaiting for mothers and daughters and sons and daughters and mothers and sons to father belief and mother change. The blame has been passed off and exchanged, and things remain the same. The system is broken beyond repair with shovels and hammers. The city suffocates. See it. It's evident. See the lifeless ones scour the planet in search of peace. Rape, molestation, nation against nations, genetically enhanced vegetation, money chasers, beauty seekers, blinded by smoke and mirrors. Yes, she groans in earnest expectation for the manifestation of a royal priesthood and a kingdom revelation. When she cries, the terrain splits and her mountains cry tears of molten sorrow. The walls were demolished and the gates were burned. Bands of bandits devour the fruit of the land, and seeds yield no more harvest. We're trying to hold on, but our heroes were taken hostage by hypocrisy and insurgents of insecurity. Who will answer the call to divine destiny? Who will answer the call to divine destiny? There is a time for everything and a season for every purpose. So purpose to be in season with destiny, because every person we meet, speak to, and see are intricately positioned for purposeful ministry. Opportunities of a lifetime must be seized in the lifetime of the opportunity, and in this lifetime you will be presented with one timeless opportunity called eternity. It calls you just to call others your sisters and brothers. I saw the tears of the oppressed, and they had no comforter. But he who has an ear, let him hear and hear it all. It's time to rebuild the city and resurrect our reverence for righteousness. Reconstruct roads that run through ghettos as rivers of repentance. Redefine religion and relationship. Remobilize our regiment in order to reoccupy the realm of the redeemed, while rejecting repulsive representations of reality that reproduce generations of runaways filled with rebellion and rage, running relentlessly away from true refuge. Rethink, and rethink think from whom we receive our reputation in order to re-identify with he who reigns in royalty. Realistically, there will be no reciprocity. And to them that are reborn, reunite and reignite the fire that refines corrosion-covered hearts and repurifies regret-stained memories. There is a remnant that will restore the rugged regions of our neighborhood and recuperate from spiritual infidelity. Though the work is extensive and we are spread out, listen to the resounding sound of the alarm. Join us as we reposition ourselves and realign the scope of our heavenly artillery. This is the call. This is the rise of a revolution called the comeback. Re-equipped with backpacks, roadmaps, and knapsacks, we don't sleep on the field until every soul is healed. We will readjust, reanalyze, reformulate, reemerge, reload, and reprioritize. United we stand, divided we fall. This is the clarion call to all who are willing to re-engage in warfare with weapons in hands. The battle will be rough and ruthless. We will be marred and scarred, so help us God, because it's not going to be pretty. But if you're ready to re-enlist in the militia, relaunch a strategic attack while resuscitating your faith, though it may be small and itty bitty. If you're ready, really, really ready, I need every born again, blood-washed, spirit-filled believer to rise to your seats and in a thunderous uproar shout, we build the city!